It was a pretty big weekend for movies. Although movies aren't doing too well.
He looked like that guy from Remember the Mod Squad.
Warner Brothers,
Yep.
Disney, they all suck. All right, so today, guys, Disney did get a new CEO today. All right, so there is a new CEO at Disney today. You might see a pop in the stock. For you traders that are trading, you might want to take a shot at Disney. You know, anytime you get a change, and especially if the stock is down. Now, if a stock is up or sideways and you get a change in leadership, sometimes the stock will go down. But Disney's been going down for a minute. So with this change in CEO, you might get a nice little relief in it. So, you know, just take a look at Disney. We'll look at the chart, see if there's some entries for some of you traders. Now, here's something that I'm going to do for you guys, all right? So I noticed every night at 8 o'clock, the futures market was going, the futures market seemed like it was really, really easy to trade. Now, you guys have been asking to watch me trade live for a minute. You guys have been asking me, Joel, there's been times we were trading with you live, but the TikTokers have not seen me trade live. And y'all know at 9:30 in the morning, there's no way y'all gonna get me to trade with you guys at 9:30 in the morning. That's like the Indy 500 of trading. There's no way I'm going to get distracted asking questions. So that has always been a no-no. So what I decided to do was I noticed, and I used to trade it a long time ago. I used to trade the 8 o'clock session a long time ago, right? Futures market opens back up. You got the Japanese market that's opening up. You have the Australian market that's opening up. So what I'm gonna do for you guys is we're gonna have our regular sessions from 6 to 8, but at 8 o'clock it has to stop because from 8 to 8:30 I'm gonna go live, real money, for 30 minutes from 8 to 8:30 every day. Any of you guys that want to trade with me from 8 to 8:30, I'm going to continue to live, so we're going to go 6 to 8 as usual. Now, I've been going to 8:30 just because, right? Because I just been going over, y'all know how I am. I want to make sure that I look at you guys' stocks. But what I'm going to do is I'm just going to go live from 8 to 8:30 because I can, if I'm going to use that 30 minutes, I might as well make a little bit of money. And it seems like the market has been doing okay during that 8 o'clock session. So what we'll do tonight is I'm gonna look at you guys' stocks up until about 7:30. At 7:30, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking for at 8 o'clock. All right, for 30 minutes from 7:30 to 8, I'm gonna show you guys what I'm looking for before we start trading the market at 8. So I'm thinking about doing that. Now, Fridays, the market closes early, so we can't do it on Fridays, right? So I'm thinking about doing it on Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. So if you guys want to make money with me live with real money, stay along from 8 to 8:30. So now I have something that I can offer my day traders or
Oh,
scalpers or
so he
swing
said he
or
gonna start
I don't
trading
know,
with
my
us,
my short. Some people just hate
8 to
calling
eight
themselves
thirty.
scalpers, so short swing traders. And then I still have the regular session for you guys from 6 to 8. So I haven't started pumping it. To be honest, I just was looking at it and I was like, I've been trading the market. I've been making, I haven't had a losing day trading the futures market. I think I had like one or two losing days all year, right? I mean, it hasn't been that many days in the year, but I haven't had any losing days. So what's interesting is I'm gonna play with my profit. So normally I'll trade, multiple contracts in the futures market. What I'll do for you guys is I'll trade one little micro with you guys so that in case I lose, the maximum I'm gonna lose for the session is gonna be $100. And I think I can do that for you guys, right? Now, I'm going to let you guys know in advance. Every 5 trades, 1 trade is going to lose. Every 5 trades, 1 of them is going to lose. So, don't expect to make money every single time we trade from 8 to 8:30. All right? And sometimes I might not even, if the setup isn't there, guys, I might not take that trade. Now, what will end up happening is, I don't know how this is going to go with I don't know how this is going to go with my wife, but I'm probably going to bring my computer in during quality time, and while we're having QT time, I might be looking at the market all the way up until 9, especially if I'm in a trade. All right.
I don't know if I'm super fan.
So I'll make sure. No, 2 this year, not 2 last year, 2 this year. All right, and that doesn't mean that I didn't have any losing trades. That just means that I didn't have a losing day. Like, traders are gonna lose. The reason why traders are profitable is because we learn how to lose. We realize that losing is part of the game, but it's not even really losing. It's just deviating from what you thought was going to happen. I don't want you guys to ever think that you lost. I just want you to think of it as it's deviating too far from what I thought it was going to do. If it deviates more than $100, then I'm going to have to get out. Because, see, we're going to win every week, so it's going to just feel like we're just regular trading. I don't want you guys coming in thinking losses or wins, losses or wins. I want you guys to come in thinking profitable and not profitable. Profitable and not profitable. All right? So, profitable or not profitable. All right? So, I'll trade 1 contract with you guys. Just so that we can keep it even, Steven. It's not going to move as much as the 9:30 session, but it is going to move. Like, it does move 50 to 100 points, guys. You will see a 100-point move. If you're trading the same thing I'm trading, some days you might make $200 or $100, all right? Depending on what happens. But I see it start to really, really start moving from about 8 to about 9. All right, so I will go off at 8:30, and we'll see how it goes. If it's too distracting, then or if I take too many losses, then I'll stop. Actually, it don't even matter. I'm playing with profit that I made that day, right? So I can't really lose for the day if I lose this 100, right? So it'll deviate from what I started out with earlier that day, but I'm usually playing with profits by the end of the day. So I'll make sure that I pad my accounts high enough where I can stomach, educating you guys and trading at the same time. All right. But we'll look at a bunch of the micros. All right. I don't really like. I'm gonna look at the Nasdaq. I'm gonna look at the Dow. I'm going to look at the Russell 2000. We'll look at the ESs. All right, I'm primarily probably going to be trading the NASDAQ because that's what I've been trading. I might scale down and go to the Russell. Now, for you guys that are out there that don't know how much you need to trade the futures market, you need about, if you're going to trade the indexes like we're trading, you're going to need about $1,200, maybe $1,300 in your account to be able to buy each contract. There are futures contracts as low as $200 or $300. You can trade the crypto market. The crypto market sometimes moves with the market. Or you can just come watch, so that when you decide that you want to trade, you can see what we're doing. Because I talk about box strategies. I talk about breaking out of the range. We talk about the active trader. We talk about the active trader menu that day traders use, but you guys don't actually see it. So we'll see how it goes. We'll see how it goes. All right, but Monday through Thursday. All right, Monday through Thursday. The only
on your
reason why I
tablet,
won't do it on
would it be
Sundays is
better
because I'm not doing 6 o'clock lives anymore
than on the
on the
phone?
weekend. You guys understand that? I'm not doing 6 o'clock lives
Okay.
anymore on the weekend, but I am going live on the weekends. It just, the weekends are going to be pop-ups. So I'll tell you guys in advance what time. Like, I already know Sunday will probably be 4 o'clock for my super fans. So Sundays are going to be super fan Sundays. So Sundays are dedicated to super fans. Superfan Sundays, it's gonna be random, guys. Sorry about that. It's just, I gotta work this around my schedule. Saturdays, I still haven't figured out what time I want to go live. I don't know if I want to do 10 o'clock a.m. or 12 o'clock. I don't know yet. So, I'll know by Friday by 8 o'clock what time I'll go live on Saturday. Now, Saturdays and Sundays have been those, for some odd reason, guys, the weekends, as far as people that are coming to the room or viewership, is the lowest on the weekend. So if you guys want me to do weekends, y'all better show up, because y'all know if the numbers start going down, I will just cut it out completely. All right, because I want to make sure that I give out as much information as I can to the most people when I can, right? All right, so let's talk about the market, right? So I was doing stretch therapy all day. I have no idea what even happened in the market. I traded it early this morning, made some money, and then I was off to get stretches. All right, when you get older, guys, you're gonna have to do things like this if you still want to be able to move around. If you don't want to wake up in the morning and have a backache, you're gonna have to go see a stretchologist. All right, you're gonna have to do yoga. I'm letting you guys know in advance. All right, if you want to be a day trader, you're sitting in this chair all day
I know
long.
that probably
You're
came
gonna
up.
have to get up,
but
do some type
are you a
of
super fan now?
exercise so that you don't get sciatica.
But it says you joined this
All right.
group, so I
Sciatica
think you must
becomes
be.
a everyday name once you turn about 35. Once you turn about 35, 40,
He put
sciatica
you on the
will be
list.
in
I
your
think
life.
you're on the list.
You guys that are out there
You know what I'm
walking
saying?
around
You're on
with
his
glass,
list.
you need to stop it. I put you guys on to the shoe company Ons. ONON. All right, I put you on to the On Cloud shoes. Start wearing them now if you don't want to have sciatica later. I'm giving out gems. All right, I'm letting you know in advance, because it gets pricey when you start using a stretchologist. Thank you.
You wearing your
Wifey, for getting that
ONONs?
membership. All right, so let's talk about GPTs, right? Most of you guys don't have a GPT. You need to subscribe to one. I don't care which one you subscribe to. It's $20 a month. If you want to be a great investor or trader, in my opinion, you need to start learning how to use the GPT. You need to learn how to use agentic AI and start having this GPT give you information on a daily basis.
Okay.
All right, you don't have to go into a Reddit room. You still may have to come to rooms like this that are live, where we're showing charts and looking at different strategies and kind of figuring out what's going on in the market.
Now,
But
say
as far as
in his
stocks that
little
you should be
talk that
looking
he's going
at
down,
or
say
what's
got
going
it,
on in the
and
market,
then
you guys need a
see if it show up
GPT so
super
that when you
fan.
wake up in the morning, even if you don't wake up in the morning, at the end of the day, you can ask your GPT, what happened in the stock market today? And it'll give you a list of everything that happened. All right, so that you can be with one, so you can have your ears, to the wall and know what's going on.
Yeah,
in the market.
you got the
So
heart
I
and the
created
mill.
a
So is that not
GPT
super fan?
over a year
See
ago
it?
called
You say
Ask
so.
Joel GPT. It might have been even longer than that. All right, and what I did was I don't think my wife went to some type of
Yeah, you got the same thing I did. See
seminar or
it?
something, and
Oh, wait a minute.
I'm showing it to you.
one of the
Okay, I
people
got
that
it.
worked
You see
for
yours
her
and then mine?
was
Yeah.
building
So you must be a super
GPTs
fan.
on top, building their personal GPTs
'Cause you
on
got the
top
heart.
of
Okay. Now when I want to say
ChatGPT.
something,
So she came home. She was so excited about it. And, we're geeks, so we get excited over technology
got a
type
little
stuff. So
down
she
there.
helped me build
Okay.
my Joel GPT.
Oh,
So if you
yeah.
haven't used Ask Joel GPT, it's
one.
one of a kind. When you go to ChatGPT, you can pull up
I
Ask
think-
Joel
Where your bill
GPT
come
by
in
going
at?
to Explore
Look, you got your
GPT.
shit so set up
And
on
just
this
type in
phone that it
something
probably
like
already
Tesla, or
took the
type
money
in
out.
Apple, or type in
I
Google
don't
and
know.
watch what happens. When you type in those particular stocks, it's not going to do like a normal GPT. It's going to create. And what's funny is that we were using Agentic
Good,
AI
Saturday,
back
whatever day
then,
he come on, you gonna
creating
have
the
to record it
personal
for him.
GPT, and had no idea what it was. Right? So when you
I'm
pull
gonna
up
be in
that
the
stock,
prison.
it's going to ask
Oh,
you a question.
okay.
It's going to say, look,
Well, all right then.
how long, is this an investment or a trade? It's the same thing that I've been teaching you guys, or trying to get you guys to understand. Before you hit the buy button or sell button, ask yourself, is this a trade or is this an investment? It's going to ask you how long it is, and then it's going to provide you the indicators that I use for that time frame, and then tells you percent wise, if it's in your best interest to take that trade or not, depending on what the charts are saying. And it uses the indicators that I have given it, like the TTM squeeze, like the 200-day moving average, like the 200-week moving average. I did that over 2 years ago. All right. So, you guys need to go ahead and set up your own, right? So if you use OpenAI and you have ChatGPT, go to Explore GPTs, mess around with my GPT. All right. And I've been on there, and I've created a way for it to give me my own personal information, as far as my morning cup of Joel, where it tells me everything about the stock market. Hey, howdy traders.
Oh, you
But I
better
have
sit
not
your-
set it up where you
Hey,
guys have access
sit
to
your
that
ass
as well.
down.
I haven't
And
done
he
it
didn't
yet.
see it.
He
I'm
said,
wondering
"Howdy,
if I
trader."
should do it yet, because if I do it, then you guys won't need me
Oh,
anymore.
Norman, he thank you by
He
name.
done said it. I
So I
saw
don't
it. I
know
heard you
yet.
say it, but you were too busy running your
I'm
mouth.
gonna allow you guys to
He
see
called you
what I
Kelly?
see every
He
morning.
said, "Howdy,
All
trader."
right.
Thank you,
So,
trader.
but yeah, go ahead and create your own.
You sit on
But
his head for a while.
but listen, I wasn't here for the 2 o'clock Fed news. So if when you don't hear news that happened in the market,
Okay, now,
the first thing I want you guys to do is I want you to run to your GPT and ask,
Explore.
what happened. So if I was to take a picture, hold on. I don't want to take a picture of that. If I was to go into my ChatGPT, I already asked it a question earlier, because I don't know if Feds raised rates. I don't know if they lowered rates. Well, I kind of know what they did, right? But I didn't have in detail what they did, what the Feds do, what did Jerome Powell and the Fed do with interest rates today. Why are interest rates important? Because when interest rates rise, guys, more than likely the stock market falls. Usually and it's not 1-to-1. It's not always 100%, but more than likely, if you're going through a period where they're dropping rates, and you kind of have an idea that they're going to be dropping rates for like the next 3 to 6 months, usually you'll get a pop in the stock market.
What you doing?
Because with lower rates, humans can afford more house, afford more car. Businesses, because businesses use lines of credit from banks to do payroll, they'll save money. It helps the economy when rates are lower. That's why Trump has been trying to get Jerome Powell out of here, because he's been wanting he wants the interest rates to go to zero. All right, because he wants the market to inflate as much as it possibly can, and that's not their job. Their job is to raise interest rates and lower interest rates when needed to stabilize the economy. Their job sometimes is to inject some
That picture right
some
there, I
buying
look so
in the
big.
market
I look like a
only when it
sumo
looks like
wrestler.
it's slowing.
Okay.
And when the economy is doing
Oh,
well, there's
I
no
do.
reason
My
to
shoulders so
there's no
wide,
reason
girl.
to lower interest rates. In fact, it's better to raise interest rates even though the market falls when the economy is doing well, because businesses like banks will do well, right? The higher the interest rates, the more money the government, more money the banks can make, especially when the government goes, through Freddie Mac and Fannie Mae. They go back and they buy a bunch of these packages, these real estate package deals that were made in the primary market, right? So the people don't realize that when rates go up, the government does well also. All right. So what happened today? Well, it says here. Hold on. It says here. Let me make it where you guys can see it. It says here that the Fed update what Jerome Powell said today. Big picture, today's meeting. The Fed is holding rates steady. The Feds are holding rates steady. So Trump is angry now.
Yeah, that's why I had to pull it down.
Powell
yesterday.
is basically in wait
Right in
and
my
see
face.
mode. Guys, these
Well, I
companies
know
are
that. I
doing
pulled it
well.
up today.
Yeah.
All right, I know oil has gone through the roof, but Trump has said to everyone that the war is about to be over. And what did he say to everybody? And when the war is over, oil is gonna drop like a rock. Well, the Feds is probably like, well, if oil's gonna drop like a rock, there's no reason to lower interest rates because the cost
So
of
when you
gas
have
is
the
higher.
super fans,
Which
how do
one
you
is it
know?
going to be, Mr.
You
President?
And
So
then
what the Fed
Then you
likes to
just
do is they say,
follow
well, if this is what you said is going to happen, let's see
In the
what
mornings,
happens.
in the mornings when he starts
If,
sending
in
out his
fact, that
message,
doesn't
it'll be up
happen,
here. You know how you get
And
those
we
little
stay in
messages up
war
here.
for longer
so
than we actually
with-
thought that we
With the little TikTok
should be in
symbol,
war,
and then you
and oil
click
just
that, and
starts
then
to
you'll
go
see
through
all
the
the
roof.
all the
and
messages.
inflation
Okay,
starts
I
to
told you
kick
start
in,
sending me messages.
then you
Yeah.
might see the Feds come in and start lowering
I hope he don't
rates.
start that future
But Powell's main
live
message
until
Oh,
the economy is still strong. The
The
economy is on solid footing.
Mercy.
Inflation
I've been
still
mad at
not
you all
fully
the
beat,
time.
but inflation has been coming down. But it's still not low enough to
got that
celebrate.
ice cream
There's
maker
no
still over there
rush.
and made me no damn
cut
ice
rates.
cream.
Ice cream maker.
And
that your
Powell
aunt
is not
had for
promising
Yayo.
rates
You know,
soon.
you know,
Now
you
Powell is
think
gonna
about that?
be in
Because
office
it's
until I
on
think
the
June.
TV.
And then in
Ice cream maker on
June,
TV.
Trump can put
Go back.
anybody that he wants
Go back
in place
right there.
of Powell.
Who take a
And then
picture of that
maybe he
kind of
can
stuff?
get
I
these
was
rates
just
lowered
I was showing it to my
like
mother.
he wants them
when,
lowered. All right, so the rates
I got
stayed
plenty
the
of
same,
mess,
guys.
too.
The rates stayed the same. If you didn't know this already, all right.
So you ready to churn us up some ice
So-
cream this year?
Let's look at the S&P 500. What was happening with the S&P today, guys? I have no idea. Let's pull it up.
Y'all have a picture? Oh, you do have a picture.
If we were pulling up the S&P, and you guys know that I love using Yahoo Finance. When I use Yahoo Finance, and I want you guys to just take a gander at that chart while I'm pulling up Thinkorswim. As you can see, the market was down a little bit today. And it's only down about 2 points in after hours. If you were trading the futures market, do y'all remember how much you make per dollar move? That little bitty move,
$5.
that 2-point move, is not much in the market, right? I think for every point you make what?
$5.
In the ESs.
Right.
$50.
Oh, 50.
$5 on the micro. So if
Okay.
you were trading the big ESs, that 2-point move would have been about $100, but you needed about $20,000
Who?
to do that.
Oh,
And I know you guys are like, well, why would I trade the stock market if
Oh,
I had
later on, look up the
$25,000 just to make $100?
you.
Well, that's
That's
a
ticker
business
symbol.
expense that you need to be able to buy
that's
stock
supposed to be rare
and sell
minerals.
stock.
Stock.
Energy.
So yeah, it's gonna cost you that much, but it's not gonna really cost you that much. It's not.
Is
It's
it
not
green?
really like you're not getting debited $25,000, right? If you buy the S&P
Oh, okay.
500.
Yeah.
And that's
Jasmine
what
was talking
traders will
about
do.
that.
They'll
today.
just look for $2, $3, $4 moves. You know, if you had $66,000 and the S&P goes up $2, you can make, 66,000 will go to 66,200. You know, that's $200. You don't have to worry about that 66 going to zero. But that's what traders are doing, guys. It's like flipping houses. All right, it's just like flipping houses. All right, if you were cash heavy and you didn't need to go to the if you were cash heavy and you didn't have to go and get a loan from a hard money lender or a bank to flip property and you had your own cash, it's kind of the same way. You got $200,000. You go and you see a property that you like. You renovate it with your you buy it for $200. You might put $50,000 into it, and then you sell the house for $300. People will say, "Well, why did you use $250,000 to make $50,000?" It's the same way in the stock market. Joel, why did you use $66,000 to make $1,000? You need money to make money in this game, and I know a lot of you guys are like, "Well, Joel, I need to get to the 66,000 part."
Yep.
Well, that's why
That's us,
you're
Joel.
going to start building your accounts slowly. That's why you're doing it in three ways. While you're trading the market and learning
Probably
and
at
getting
nighttime. I
that
thought he
skill
was talking about
set,
morning time.
you're going to
Remember,
start
Futures-
learning how to put
Futures is
10% of
24/7.
whatever you make.
Oh.
Remember TikTokers? What happened yesterday? Today, we all got paid.
Oh, that's right.
TikTokers
Wednesday.
that are live,
TikTok.
we all got paid today. What did you do with your funds, live host? I'm going to tell you what I did. My live host money, I took 80% of that. And I transferred it over into another account that's going to...
That's right, because we sure be
that's
tapping.
the account I'm going to need to be able to take those
I
funds
tapped
and
the
put it
shit
in
out of
my
it for him.
trading account. 80%. 20% is how much I left in the account for supporting other live hosts.
Now, let
A
me
lot
ask
of
you
you
this,
guys
Michelle
do it
White.
backwards.
Good, Teresa Barr.
You guys will pay yourself
Because
20,
we did not,
and then you'll use
know how we normally
80%
send
of it
pictures to
for live
Walgreens?
hosts. Now I
We
get
did
it.
not
Sometimes
send
you
any
gotta
of our
build
European
you need
trip
money to
over
build
there.
your business.
and
I had to do that the first
well,
100
I
days
got
I
rid
was
of them. I
on
put them in
TikTok.
trash.
Whatever
So
I
do
made,
need
I had to
at least take
reinvest it
some out to
into
send it to Walgreens?
TikTok. January 1st, I became profitable. January 1st, I decided I'm not going to put out more money than I have coming in on TikTok.
Because I told you when I
If
went to
that
Google
happens,
Photos,
then
it
you
said
guys
that
just
too
won't
over
see me
there.
no more.
Oh, it is.
Yeah.
All right.
And
So
when I asked,
that's just how it is, right? If you want to have a profitable business says you need to have more money that's coming in than that's going out. All right. So you guys need to learn how to pay yourself first. So anytime you get a check from anything, a lot of you guys are about to get a big, heavy check from your tax returns. I honestly think you should put that whole, 90% of it, because remember, I'm just as ignorant as y'all are. I spend money too. I like to have fun. I like to pop bottles. We love vacations. We love nice cars. We love restaurants. We love entertainment. But you gotta pay yourself first. You gotta pay yourself first. You're first. So whatever amount that you guys get from this tax return, I think 90% of that bad boy should go right into an investment account. And out of that 90% that you guys put in your investment account, 10% of that you can use for trading. For example, if you get $1,000 and you're like, Joel, I'm gonna use the whole $1,000 check. I don't want you guys, if if you want to use it as a business expense to say, Joel, I'm trying to build my futures account margin up so that I can be able to buy one contract, that's different. All right, that's different. But if you're like, I'm gonna put all $1,000 in Bitcoin,
If
I
that
love
is
the
his baby.
investment strategy, but I want you guys to start learning how to be a little bit more diversified.
When the child
even with
gets
that
20,
$1,000,
his
guys,
ass will be 87.
900 should be invested. 100 you can use to trade. If you blow that whole 100, guess what? You got a whole nother 900 that's protecting you. And then you just got to work hard to build back up that 100. Your trading accounts, guys, should be an account that you can re-up.
That was really his
It might
child.
take you a month
Oh.
to maybe re-up it. Some of you guys can re-up in 1 week or 1 month.
I'm recording Joe right now.
But if your trading account is so big that if you blow it up, you can't re-up for another 12 months or 2 years, then you're over-leveraged.
I saw that.
You're
He asked you if you want to be a guest, so you could talk to him.
That's what I said.
I
Even
saw
if you're
the
not
button
profitable
down
yet,
there
it
on the
doesn't
side.
matter. Even if, what do you mean by profitable? You mean profitable as far as trading? Because that's why you're
talking
taking
about for today?
10% of
No,
whatever you
I'm
make.
just- well, it'll
Or
say
whatever you
ask to be a
have
guest or something
can
like
be
that.
used for trading, because if you blow up
Request
that
to join
account
as guest.
and you're not
Oh,
profitable yet,
okay.
you can always re-up. You can re-up 9
Oh,
more
it's for those
times.
2 people.
If I got
Okay,
$1,000
gotcha.
and I
In
put
case it
100 in
happens
my
again,
trading
maybe you can
account,
try that.
and
Cause
it
he'll
takes
do
me
it on
2 weeks to
Superfan,
blow up
probably.
that
Oh,
100.
okay.
And he stopped because
Okay.
Nobody
You can
knows.
either re-up
No,
the
because he
old-fashioned way
had to
by
end
going
up
to work and then
going
putting
through
that
his phone.
100 back
Remember when he
in,
started
or you
going
can
in and out
siphon
so
off
much?
your investment
Yeah.
account.
And he said he
But
didn't know how
at
to
least
do it.
you got
then.
9 times you could lose. After the first 2 or 3 times, that's when y'all call me. All right, Joel, I done lost 30% of my account. I think I'm ready to do a one-on-one consultation. You have to protect yourself from yourself. All right, thank you for that, G7, the one and only. You're gonna lose. You might as well learn how to lose with the least amount of money possible. You're gonna lose.
How do you
If you
get
want to be a
in?
trader, you gotta go
I see
through
a
the
lot
process.
of them, by their name, like
Every
Ken.
trader that
What
comes
does that
into this
mean?
game thinks they're immune to losing. Every single one of us. We don't come into this game expecting to lose.
Yeah,
Nah,
did you see
Joel,
like
I'm
Hand and
different. I'm
Heart?
built different.
I don't
You
see
don't know
him
me,
this
son.
thing, you know, if
I've been
it's
winning my whole life.
Right here.
I'm like, wait until you meet this thing
Right
called
there.
the market.
Certain ones that have pinned on there. What does that
Wait till you
mean?
meet
I
it.
don't know, but
Nah,
I thought mine
Joel,
said it too.
it ain't gonna
Oh,
happen
okay.
to me. I'm
And you
like,
know
wait
what?
till you see this
Maybe
thing.
because if y'all
Joel,
sent
quit
him
being
something,
negative.
maybe
Don't
that
even
makes
bring
sense.
that negative energy
mine
this way,
said it
son.
meant I did it. I told it to
I'm
Ken.
like, all right,
Oh, okay.
go in there and trade 90% of your funds. And then what ends up happening? You come back with your tail between your legs, and then it takes you like a year or 2 years to get back. That's why you never use all of your funds. I know you guys want to do what I'm doing. You're like, Joe, I want to just hurry up. I want to trade futures with you. I want to do I want to trade with 4,500 also. Even though I'm not trading with 4,500, guys, that's just for one contract. But I'm going to do that with you guys today.
Oh my goodness,
In
he said
fact,
today.
when you guys are trading, or even if you're
We gonna
buying
do
shares, I
futures
always tell
today.
you guys, you should always buy 2 minimum of everything. That means if I'm going to buy a share of Apple, you should be buying Apple, you shouldn't be buying all of your Apple stock right now. You should have at least 2 or 3 times when you're buying it. Why is that? Because the market, I'm going to be honest with you guys, yes, when I trade, my winning percentage is high, my investing percentage is high. I get that. But do y'all know that every time, almost every single solitary time I buy a stock, it goes against me? Like, it goes against me. Now, it doesn't mean that it's going to go against me 20 or 30%. It might go against me, 1% or 2% before it starts to go up. Maybe it goes against me 5% or 10% before it goes up. When we buy as an investment, Stocks don't just stop at the certain price and then it's going to reverse. Like, everyone is usually down at some point. Thank you, C. Spooner, when they're investing in something. So if you know that 90-something% of the time when you buy something is going to go against you, then factor that into your strategy. You should never be buying everything at one time. Even when you're day trading, guys, you should be scaling in. You shouldn't be buying everything right now and then waiting for it to go up in price. That's what a lot of us do, or buying one of something. If you can't buy 2 contracts of a futures or 2 contracts of an options contract, you probably shouldn't have been trading it. If you can't afford 2 contracts, then you shouldn't have been trading it in the first place. You're over leveraged.
Jamal didn't get to be
It's that simple.
big up in here.
Trade what you can now and find those things that are cheap enough or that's budgeted enough for you to learn what you need to do. There's a reason why they're the price that they are, guys. So that you can manage it and learn how to manage it so you can scale up. And then once you scale up, it's just easy to do it from there. But you got to start from the beginning. Even in your investment portfolios, especially if you're new. If you're new, your investment portfolio shouldn't have more than 10 stocks in there. You can't follow 10 stocks. But you also shouldn't have 1 stock or 2. You got a $10,000 account, you should be invested in 4 to 5 things to keep it diversified so one company can't bring the whole thing down.
I'm confused. Dies, this means
You can have all of your funds in an index like the S&P 500. You can have all of your funds in an index like the S&P 500 because the S&P 500 represents 500 of the largest companies in America. So it's like you're buying 500 companies. I don't know why my clicker is acting a fool right now. Let me put that over there.
You got some free stuff.
All right, so those are the numbers, guys. I use the 90-10 rule.
You have to claim.
90% of your assets should be invested. If you're a millionaire and you got $1 million in your account, you shouldn't be trading with $1 million. Thank you, Lisa, for the fireworks. I appreciate that.
He said it yesterday.
If you got $1 million, you shouldn't be trading with no more than 100 grand. You are over leveraged, Mr. Millionaire. Hopefully you made those millions with smart decisions and you didn't inherit it. If you got $1 million sitting in your Fidelity account, if everybody knows what's in their Fidelity or their retirement account, y'all know what that 401k says. Whatever that 401k says, you shouldn't be trading with no more than 10% of whatever that's worth. You got a $50,000 retirement account, $5,000 is the max you should be trading with. Period. You got 100 grand, you can play around with 10 grand. A lot of you guys have it backwards. You put everything in a trading account and nothing towards yourself. Every great trader is going to tell you that we use trading, guys, to accumulate funds so that we can invest in ourselves. It's just a way of making money. It's like a job. I have never met a pure trader that just trades and they just make a living off of that, and everything they've done is off of that trading account. Now, don't get me wrong. There are people that just trade, but what they're doing is, let's say they had $1,000 week. Well, they're going to take 900 of those dollars and they're going to go and buy some Bitcoin or buy some Apple or buy some Microsoft or throw it in a self-directed IRA. And then they keep it moving. That's what the best of the best are doing. Even all of these people that you see on TV, the real TikTokers, listen to what they're talking about. They'll trade, but then what will they say? Hey, I just bought a house, last week.
That's a beautiful picture.
Oh, they'll say, I got Bitcoin over here and I got a couple of shares of NVIDIA over here, you're going to hear how they're investing in themselves. A lot of you guys are going to hate because you're going to start seeing them buy stuff like Birkin bags and
Like a Oompa Loompa, girl. I'm so sorry.
exotic cars.
Oompa Loompa.
See, what you guys
That
don't
big
realize
ass
is that
sweater
the
by
rich
my
have
ass.
always
Oh,
bought
my
those
Lord.
things. But they tell you
Like somebody took
you
somebody's
shouldn't be
hood
buying
and
these
set it on top of
things.
that. So one I ain't bust that coat.
We look so
Well, I don't know
down
what all
on
you had
people
on the
that buy
button.
Birkin bags.
I
Birkin
believe I had
bags,
a sweater too.
Birkin bags on average go up 20% a year. What are you talking about? You're talking to thousandaires. You're not talking to millionaires.
And a scarf. You know I had a
When you
scarf.
see somebody
around my
buy
neck.
that exotic Porsche or that exotic McLaren, y'all turn your eyes up and be like, see what people do when they get money? Word? Those vehicles go up in value. What are you talking about? Your Honda might not go up in value. But that McLaren and that Bugatti is holding its value.
That was a big
I
day
know.
right there.
Because when I bought my first Porsche, everybody was
If I had to
crying
do
and
that
telling
over,
me this,
I'd
that,
be
and
like,
the other.
I
And then
need
when the
you
real
shit.
estate market crashed,
Walking behind
my
that
Porsche
ass like you
had
got
more
no
equity than
business.
any house that I had. I can't believe they went out there and bought those Run DMC chains. Y'all know how much them Run DMC chains are worth today? You're listening to the wrong people. You're listening to thousandaires tell you something. But then
Okay.
they're going
All right,
behind
I'm
your
fine.
back and buying the same things. They're buying the Rolexes
You said the
that
same
go
thing
up in
every
value.
day.
They're buying the Birkin
Well,
bags
since I
that
can't
go up
really
in
enjoy, why
value.
don't you put on
They're
something
buying the
that don't
paintings
matter right
that
now,
are
like your
going up in
mid-summers.
value. And it makes you think, oh, all I'm supposed to invest in is real estate. Well, I can't afford real estate, and the stock market is a scam. So where are you making your money then? You're not buying Birkin bags, you're not buying exotic cars, you're not buying art, you're not buying gold and silver.
Shrinking.
You think the
Or who
stock
was that?
market is
That
a
was
scam.
me.
You can't afford real estate. So what do? I'm gonna get rich off TikTok. Now, I'm not trying to make fun of a lot of you guys, but that's just the mindset of a thousandaire. All right? If you're truly on TikTok to make money to monetize, you should be thinking about how can I use this platform to get either digital products or how can I make these funds turn into something bigger that can make 10 times this money. That's why every TikTok live host should be in this room every night. So that when you get paid on Wednesday, you can have a leader tell you, all right, guys, look, we all love each other. That 80% of whatever you just made, let's go put that into Apple, or let's go put that into Amazon, or let's start building our futures account so that we can have enough margin so that we can make $100 a day.
Mailman?
All right, cool. And that's why I am here, to teach you guys how to do that. All right, I know you guys run in here, run back out, but I'm like, guys, this is one of the most important rooms and lives on TikTok. And there's always only going to be a certain amount of people that are in here that are getting this knowledge. All right? We don't want to be in the rat race of TikTok, the rat race. I give you, you give me. I give you, you give me. Now, we all need to look. Us live hosts, we all need to support each other. Don't get me wrong. I'm going to be in all y'all rooms later. I want y'all to be here too. But we got to figure out a way to take some of that and reinvest it in ourselves. Ourselves. I immediately looked at that amount. I took 80% and I sent it over to my investment account. I want you guys to start learning how to do the same thing. All right. Now let's look at the S&P. So the S&P 500. Let's look at it on an advanced chart. When you look at the S&P on an advanced chart, it's going to look like this.
The super fast, right? I wish you would say something. Girl, as soon as we lose this weight, I'ma fuck the shit out of here. Lay it on me, girl. Show me some. Don't I'll be able to have some breath.
Hold on.
We'll see what you gonna do. We like old times.
There we go. S&P. Let's say, let me pull up another chart. Let's say you make $100 a month from TikTok. Let's say you make $100 a month off of any hustle that you guys have, right? And let's say you knew about something like an NVIDIA. Let's say you knew about NVIDIA during COVID. Let's just say 5 years ago, right? When everybody was kind of on TikTok, right? That was 2020. Let's say you started maybe March 2021. But let's say you just started out with $100 a month, right? Let's just look at what am I looking at? Am I looking at, it's the stock return. So I'll look at the S&P in a second. All right, let's say you had $100. And let's say every month you added $100 into something like NVIDIA. A month. You did that for 5 years, right? So you figure $100 a month, guys, is only $1,200 a year, right? $100 a month, $1,200 a year. So it took 5 years, but it was $5,000. And that was just $100 a month out of all the money that you make off of TikTok, right? But you just said, you know what, I'm going to put $100 towards me, or I'm going to put it into something that I actually think can go up in value. Maybe it's AI, maybe it's robotics, maybe it's something speculative. Maybe it's Uber. You believe in driverless vehicles. Maybe it's data centers, right? Pick a company. $100. All right. I chose NVIDIA, right? If you chose NVIDIA, I want you guys to look at this because I want you guys to see this with your own eyes. This is $100 start. This is $100 start. All you did was put $100 into NVIDIA on the first of every month. Look at what it would have been worth 5 years later. $32,000. I don't know about y'all, but a 5-year loan on a car for $30,000 ain't gonna be $100 a month. And that could have been funds that was gifted to you during these lives. Now, I'm not saying you're gonna get the same returns, right? You're not gonna get the same returns. You might get the same returns. You might get better returns. But that's how you can systematically put money, not putting it all at one time. That's $100 a month, guys. Remember, this isn't buying it at its lowest price. This is buying NVIDIA as it was going. That means you were buying it higher and higher, which a lot of you guys are like, why would I buy something at a higher price than it was the month before? And then why would I buy it again consecutively for 12 months? And 12 months, I keep buying it at a higher price. Because you need to start talking to millionaires and ask millionaires how they're able to accumulate funds in the stock market over years, even though they're getting it at higher prices.
So did you tell him?
So many of you guys are waiting for the lows. I know I teach you guys to try to buy everything with equity in it. I know I do that. Because I do want to teach you guys buying low and selling high. That's one strategy of trading or getting into certain investments. But what we don't focus on is paying ourselves systematically. Anytime I get hold of any amount of money, nowadays, especially at my age now, because I look at charts like this all the time, I'm always thinking I'm behind. I'm always like, all right, I got enough. Let me put it in. Even if we're at the highs, we could be at all-time highs, guys. I'm buying something. because that's investing, Joel. There's 3 ways to get to these millions. Most of you guys concentrate on I just want to make money real fast, one time, put some money in it, and then I wake up the next day and I'm rich.
You want me to say this receipt from the grill
The
out there?
second way is I'm going to go to work every day and I'm going to set up a 401k, and then in 30 years, hopefully, whatever I'm invested in that I don't even know that I'm invested in, hopefully that money is going to be worth enough for me to retire. That's the second way. And then the third way, ain't none of you guys even paying attention to. And this is where you get rich. This is where you get rich. Yeah, I'm gonna show you guys how to trade today, and I might make $50 or $100 live. What are you gonna do with that $100? Are you gonna reinvest it in yourself and not think that? See, a lot of you guys think that when you buy something, that money's gone. Man, I don't have $100 to invest in myself, Joel. Listen to what you're saying. Joel, I don't have $50 to invest in myself. It sounds weird when you say it. Joel, I just don't have $1,000 to put into me in my future. Yes, you do. You've just been doing it wrong for so long. You don't know anything else but wrong.
It's a 4.52.
This is real, guys. $30,000 with a $100 investment.
So,
And then when y'all wonder, how do both of my sons have 5-figure accounts in college right now? And we started investing $100 into them during COVID. COVID was 2020. It's 2026. They have 5-figure accounts because they were getting $100 a month. And in the beginning, it didn't seem like nothing. In the beginning, they didn't even understand it. I tell you guys the story about I'm not going to tell you which son did it, but dang near 2 months into investing in himself, he asked us, can I use some of that money that's in my investment account? Because he ain't never seen more than $300 at one time. By the 3rd month, he was like, oh, I'm rich. I got $300. Hey, Dad, can I use some of that $300? Because I got to go pay. I think he had to go pay somebody something that he did. I don't know. Maybe he bought a pair of pants. I don't even know what it was. I almost punched that dude in his mouth. Thank God his mama was around. They need to always be happy that their mama was around. Mama has always saved the day for them 2 little knuckleheads. I almost strangled him that day.
Mama always saved the day.
I really did. I was so angry, I just walked off. But that's just how people think, right? They see those funds, they're like, yo, I'm rich. All right. So the S&P 500, if you notice, look at the S&P right now. I want you guys to see something. Even if you bought the S&P straight up. Let's say you bought the S&P straight up during the April lows of last year. You could have bought this index, guys. If you had $500, you could have bought this index in April of last year. That $500 today, guys, I know it doesn't seem like it's breaking the bank. I get it. It doesn't seem like it's breaking the bank. At one point, it was worth almost $700 in less than a year. And that's really one of the most conservative ways of buying the market, by buying the S&P 500. You can buy the S&P 500 just by typing SPY in your brokerage. Do you guys know that right now, if you have the cash APP or you have PAYPAL, you know right now, while we're on live right now, You can go into that account right now. Right now. Or if you have SoFi, you can go in there right now and look up orders for stocks to buy. You've had brokerages at your fingertips this whole time.
Rug or whatever you
to
want
buy
to call that
stock.
little thing.
You didn't have to go and Joel, it's gonna take a lot of time, and I just don't have the time to go. And then what type of account should I set up? Should it be a personal? Should it be a business? Do I need to call my accountant? Do I need to call my financial planner?
I wouldn't do that.
Like, just
But
buy
anyway,
something.
remember,
Let's watch the two of them together.
right,
Just
in
buy
the room
something.
in the bathroom, I was going to assume,
Just buy something.
just let me,
You can
Think
go
that's-
on there right now.
Oh, yeah, okay.
yes, that's all I
While
was
we're
gonna use that
speaking
for, 'cause they
right
gonna
now
get
and
thrown
buy
away.
Oh, they are?
$5
Yeah,
worth of
okay.
Bitcoin. Right now.
I'll just watch them along because that
Right now,
leather
you can
is
go
real.
buy guys, you can go buy
That's why I
$5 of
wash it
Bitcoin
in clothing.
right
And then
now.
I hang it out. Once it dries,
And then sell it in 10 minutes later.
Real leather.
Now, if you sell it 10 minutes later and you only bought $5 worth of it, you probably gonna lose $1
But
or
to be
two
honest
just in
with you, we
commissions.
can use,
I'm just saying that
and
it's
a nice,
always
pretty
been at your
Sunday day coat. What,
fingertips.
we can let it dry outside too? That's
All
what
right,
I would do.
brokerages
Okay.
didn't used to be at our fingertips like that. Now it is. Like, there is no excuse to not be able to invest in something. Invest in something. Something. What company you work for? Invest in the company. Buy something. Just to say you got it. But the easiest way to do it is to do it when you have funds. And then take 10% of that. Or 5%. Maybe 1%. 1% should be the bare minimum. Work that 1% up to 10%. Work that 10% to 20%. Work that 20% to 80% if you guys are doing it like that. Some of you guys don't need the funds that are coming in right now. And you can take 80% of whatever you make. Or certain businesses you can use strictly for investing. Every consult that I do, anything that's stock related with you guys, I take 100% of those funds, guys. Y'all hear what I just said? I take 100% of anything that I make that's stock related and reinvest it into myself. And that's also going along with me trading and investing. And don't forget, I'm still a realtor.
You saw that, whatever that is, a tree that had shaped
So,
like an egg.
it's not all
That's
about
what it
one
reminds me
thing. It's about taking certain businesses, and that business's job is to, you got to trick yourself. And then you got to not spend those funds. You got to always have a purpose for those funds. And then when you have a purpose for those funds, I know life be lifing and things happen. I get that. But at least you'll have a way or a place to go to now where if you need those funds, they're there. More than likely, if it's in a stock or if it's invested, the only time you can, like, if you have to sell the apple because you have to solve a financial issue that's going on in your family, then it was serious. But more than likely, if Cousin Al said he got a business opportunity, I promise you, if you got $20,000 sitting in your checking account, Cousin Al is gonna see some of them funds. And it's going to be a bad investment. But if you haven't invested in something, are you going to sell your Apple or your Nvidia to fund Cousin Al's dream or some business venture that he has going on or business opportunity? The answer is probably no. That's why I only leave $100 in my checking account. I told you guys this. Real talk. $100 is the only amount of money I keep in my checking account. So if a friend needs $100, they already know they ain't getting more than 100, because if it's that serious, if I gotta go sell my stock because of some issue that you're in, it better be a serious issue. If I gotta go sell or take money out of my futures account or my options account to help you out. Yep, you can buy stocks on the Cash app, and you can buy stocks on PayPal, and you can buy stocks on SoFi.
Did you know
And if you opened up your Robinhood account, you can buy all of the above.
PayPal and SoFi.
I always tell everybody that's online, everybody should have a Robin HOOD account. That's your play account. That's your dopamine account. Everybody should have an account like that where you can just go on there and buy something, practice. But I want you guys to keep the least amount of money possible on your Robinhood, because chances are you're going to lose it. So make sure it's the least amount possible. Let that be your casino account.
He said,
but if you're on
the least
Fidelity,
amount
if
of
you're on
money in
Thinkorswim, we're
Robinhood,
going
the
to treat
chances
all
are
of
you're
those
going to
like
lose.
businesses.
Then he bust
I
out
get it.
laughing.
I like to buy things just like you do when everybody's talking about it. Let me see what's happening. Right? There's nothing wrong with doing that. All right, let me answer some of these questions. So, Crypto Bird says, "Hi Joel, it's true you can get into SpaceX by investing in ArcVX Venture Fund." Yes, there are a bunch of funds that are out there that are coming out, guys, where you can invest in IPOs. Now, here's the thing about IPOs. An IPO is an initial public offering. SpaceX is not available for us to buy. That means we can't just go and put money into SpaceX. SpaceX is already valued at over $1 trillion. Back in the past, guys, unless you had like $50 million, and I'm not even lying, that was the number. Unless you had $50 million, you couldn't get into a lot of these funds. Then it got down to about 50 grand. And now there are funds that are opening up, and if you find them, let the room know where you can be invested in a lot of these IPOs. Now, here's the thing. Nowadays, because everybody can do it, I don't necessarily think everybody's gonna make money unless you get in it like a year or two before it actually IPOs. And guys, please don't get caught up in buying IPOs the day they are offered to the public. You are not getting a deal. Think about it. These people have been creating this IPO for years. Because when it goes public, guys, that's when everybody who's been investing in that company get richer. The day that the public buys it is the day they're like, "Hey, suckers, can y'all please buy these shares so we can be richer?" And you guys run out there on the date of the IPOs and buy it every time because y'all don't know any better. You think IPO means I'm going to make money. No, it doesn't. It means you're the sucker that's about to make them rich that day. In order for them to get rich, they got to convert your funds into their shares. You're the sucker on day one. Now, sometimes on day one, it will rise 20 or 30%, and then it'll fall like a rock. So what do? When companies IPO, we give it 90 days before we buy it, because there's a 90% chance that it's going to drop from the IPO price. And we want to buy it less than the IPO price. Simple, basic rule that most rooms like this have already started to adopt. Every nice size trading room, we all know this. Like that's IPO 101. Nobody buys IPOs on the day that they come out. If you're still doing it, you're the sucker. Don't be a sucker. Don't be a sucker. Don't buy it. You can day trade it the day that it comes out. Now, day traders, intraday traders, you can trade anything at any time. Intraday traders, you can get in and out. I don't care what's happening that day because you're a master. You're going to get in, you're going to rob the market, you're going to leave. Anything that you're holding overnight, oh, heck no. Heck no. IPO comes out, we gonna watch it that day. We see it rising, we'll day trade. We'll day trade it, but we out. We out. We in that day, out that day. All right, I want you guys to understand that. We give it 90 days. It doesn't mean that it's not the next best thing. When SpaceX IPOs, guys, it doesn't mean that the company is going to sink. It just means that it might get a valuation of $1 trillion. It might hit 1.2 trillion in the first week. And then it's going to sell off to to 500 billion. And then everybody will run back in it when it's 500 billion and then take it back to its original IPO price. That's usually what happens. Facebook did it, guys. I bought Facebook the day it came out. It dropped from $45. I remember it to this day. It dropped from $45 to $17. And then you know what it rose to, whatever price it is today, 1,000, 800, whatever. So yeah, being in it for 10, 15 years, it will finally eventually get back to the IPO price and then continue to go higher. But the first 90 days usually falls. But yeah, I bought Facebook the first day that bad boy dropped 70%. On your boy. But you know what I did? I bought some down in the $17, $20 range and rolled it all the way back up. Had some really nice gains in Facebook. Sold all those gains years ago. All right, so be careful. Be careful. Z Lady says, what's your question? Your question is, what should I do about if I cannot get into Robinhood? You're going to be able to get into Robinhood. Robinhood has I've never heard anyone get denied entry on Robin. HOOD. You're not only are they going to give you an account, they're going to allow you to do everything on their platform. All right, so be careful because they don't care if you're educated or not educated. They're going to let you trade everything. So be careful when you're going to Robin. If you lost your account, if you can remember the email, go into the search tab and then it'll say, have you lost an account? And if you can remember certain things about the account, they will help you open that account back up. But you shouldn't have any issues with Robin HOOD. Like, if any account's gonna let you get in, it's Robin Hood. All right, cool. Is 24-hour trading Webull a good thing? If you are an expert like myself, you can trade anything. Guys, you're not gonna get an edge trading stock. Well, I take that back. If you can't trade the 9:30 to 4 o'clock sessions, in my humble opinion, learn how to trade futures, which is why, for you guys that don't know this, at 8 o'clock today, I'm going live. So Monday through Thursdays, 6 to 8, I'm going to do regular sessions, looking at your stock, educating. 8 to 8:30, I'm going to start trading live in the futures market for my day traders and my scalpers that are trying to make money that day. So you guys can trade with me. We can make money together or we can lose money together. It starts today at 8 o'clock. All right, so for those that want to trade or want to watch, stay along for the ride from 8 to 8:30. Okay. See if we can make some money. See if we can't make some money. All right, I'm going to risk $100 a day.
Go to that Superfan email part, and that's where you get in.
What Superfan email part?
The same part where you see where he be writing that stuff every day that I show you. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah,
I
go
don't
live.
know. So, all right. I don't know what to do from there. If you have G7, okay. If it's something to do with your taxes, I don't know, but you still can go on your Cash APP or your PAYPAL. You can still buy stock there. So even if Robin denies you, if you have access to your Cash APP or your PAYPAL, you'll still be able to buy stock. But yeah, you definitely want to check into that. Oh, hold on. I'm just trying to get to all of these questions. Yep, IPOs are the new pump and dump. Don't get caught up in the madness, guys. Wait 90 days. If you want to buy that company, wait 90 days. Wait at 90 days.
What company?
90. Wait 90 days.
You put the doll on the iron. Then you
All right.
underarm. You're gonna get 6 throws.
Okay, Sue. I love this. Sue, just like anyone else, she gives her niece $100 a month to do poop duty for my bulldogs. Good investment. Yeah. Start telling her to put half of that or all of it into a custodial account. So if she's under 18, my wife did create if you go to my YT, if you go to What Would Joe Do at YT, there is I don't know if you guys noticed, I got free videos over at YT, been there for years. If you go there, there's a video there, there's a custodial video that shows you how to open up a custodial account on Thinkorswim for your niece. If they're under 18, they can open up a custodial account and they can still invest in certain stocks.
Because justice has been done that way. And that class probably deserves.
All right. I think I got to all of the questions. So, were you guys green today? Anybody, if you were green today, if you were trading today and you were green, put some green emojis in the comment section. If you were green today, go ahead and put some green emojis in the comment section. Let's celebrate your wins today. If you won today trading the market, go ahead and put some green. Either, maybe even, do I have any stickers that are green? Put some stickers, put something in the comment section. All right, you got Sean Hunter, Profit Hunter, one of my trading buddies, was green today. Y'all better thank Sean. Sean introduced the FW Mobo to me. All right, y'all better thank Sean for that. All right. Wait. Masters of Nidus, what does that mean? What does the X's mean? You didn't make nothing? You were red today? Social Lily, she always doing her thing. Social Lily was green. C. Spooner was green today. These are all members in the group chat, the Superfan group, guys. They were all green today. Tisha Lake was green.
We could do something.
I know that's
Alexandra was green today. That's good, guys. It's good. Today was a decent day to be green in the market. We don't have to see your actual receipts. We believe you, but it's always cool to have green. Days Ascension Emporium was also green today. Wait, what does this mean, Arwen? Oh, is that the money? Okay, that's the money and then the alien. I got you, so that's green. Mr. Bell, you was green today. Congratulations. Oh, you was red? All right, let's talk about what you were trading. What were you red in? Your Bitcoin? Master? Were you trading today or was it just one of your investments that was down? Oh no. All red? What the heck were y'all trading? Y'all gotta let me know what you was looking at. Jimmy Wong was green. Nice.
Just so happens that I met
Red, no Piccolo. Can they say? Let's talk about what you traded. Let me look at what you was doing so we can work it out. Let's work it out. Let's work out what you were doing. Sorry. So let me show you guys a list of the companies that were up today. So let me take a picture. I have a stock list. So I have a hot stock list. So let's look at what some of the biggest winners were today. Let me look at my stock stars. Let me take a picture of it for you guys. Let's see what was going on in the market. So yeah, you're right. The list was not that big today. In fact, there was nothing up today. There's no reason for me to even take a picture. The VIX was up. Vistra was up. Was anybody buying Vistra? Anybody was buying Vistra today? If you guys don't know how to do this, oh, okay, I see why. So if you had a green day today, on a day like this, you did well. Y'all see that? On Thinkorswim, you can pull up a heat map. That heat map that you're looking at right now is that the S&P? Yep, that's the S&P 500. That is the 500 largest companies on the planet. I don't know if you guys can see it. Can you guys see the green companies that were up? There were only a couple of them. But if you notice, all the big companies were down. Nvidia, Microsoft, Apple, Visa, Broadcom, Google, Amazon, Walmart. Everything was down. Okay. Okay, all your investments. All right, so I get it if it was investing. If you had an investing red day, that's different. You couldn't help that. You're invested in the market. Everything went down. Lisa said green for you. We gonna get you to buy something, Lisa. We gonna get you to buy something, Lisa. You and, well, Mrs. Treetop does own something. I forgot what she owns right now. Deborah, all your investments are red. Oh, Lord. Sue says she shorted the Qs and no IWM. So, you know, if you have a separate account, guys, if you have your investment account, there are going to be times the market goes down in value. We always expect this to happen. The S&P 500, the Dow, the NASDAQ, guys, they drop 5 to 20% every single solitary year. At some point during the year, your investment is going to drop 5, in some cases 20% a year. Last year, when the market dropped, thank you. Thank you for the St. Patrick's Day. I got to catch that in one of the recordings. But you can hedge your account. If you have a futures account or if you have an options account, you can bet on the market going down while your investments are going down. So you got one account that's going down, but then you're making money in another account. So they offset each other. Okay? So that's what a lot of us will do. We'll hedge our accounts by shorting and betting on the market going down in a separate account. Now, some people will trade that in the same account. For all you crypto diamond hand, only buy crypto people that are out there, which I don't mind if you're doing it. Look, I want you to invest in yourself. You need to start learning how to diversify. Guys, we can pull up crypto in the futures market now. Did you know that? Now, what do you guys notice about this chart? We're looking at Bitcoin right now. Bitcoin is 1.4 trillion in size. What is the yellow brick road doing? Is it angled up or is it angled down? Is the yellow brick road angled up or is it angled down? So when we're doing a top-down analysis, this tells us that if you guys don't know what this yellow brick road is, it is the almighty yellow brick road, which is where you should be investing. Now, this is not trading. This is the almighty investment level. Bitcoin hit the almighty investment area on February the 2nd. Y'all see that? If you had just been patient and waited till Bitcoin dropped to the almighty investment area, you could have taken a shot at it around $57,000 a coin. Well, Bitcoin right now, guys, is at 71,000. Now, I know that number is big. I know 71,000 is big. But we don't care about that size anymore. I want you guys. Now, I know that number is big. I know 71,000 is big. But we don't care about that size anymore. I want you guys to think of these numbers. Just take 2 of the zeros off, or even 4 of the zeros off. All right. When this hit $57,000, guys, that was just like a $5.70 stock going to $7.10. Stop looking at these numbers with them being big and then it's stopping you from buying it. It's like a $5.70 stock going to $7.10. You could have bought $5.70 worth of Bitcoin, and it would be up more than $1. Now, that might not be breaking the bank for you, but yeah, you got to make money. You know, you got to have money to make money. If you had $5,700 invested in Bitcoin, that was a nice little trade. Your $5,700 would have earned you $1,400 in about 1 week, 2 week, 3 week, 4 week, in about 6 weeks. If instead of flipping a house, let's say you got 57 grand, and you're like, dang, I can't find any property to buy for $57,000. Well, there's stock every day that you can buy for $57,000. In fact, whatever amount of money you have, you can buy it into that stock for whatever amount you want it to be. And instead of going out there and flipping a house, you could flip your stock. You could have flipped this crypto. You could have bought $57,000 worth of Bitcoin, sold that bad boy at $71,000. Just made yourself 14 grand. You needed 57,000 to do it. But I don't want you guys to look at these numbers the way that they are. I want you to look at numbers simply off of what you can invest in it and then how much it can go up or down in price. Okay? But if you were using the almighty 200-day moving average, you would have been able to catch this bad boy at a very low price. And that's what, the hedge funds were doing. Or you can just simply draw a trend line here, and once you started to break the trend, you could have started buying it. Now, this is what I would have done short term. Short term, look at what it did. Now, short term, guys, what is Bitcoin doing? This is why I told you guys you need to really, really watch it. Is True Blue the 200-day moving average? Is it angled up or is it angled down? Is it angled up or is it angled down? It's angled down. So with the 200-day angled down, guys, that's not good. That means it's gonna struggle. That means Bitcoin is injured. It doesn't mean that it's fully injured yet, but Bitcoin's injured, guys. It's injured. There's something in the charts that's injured crypto. That means it has to go through rehabilitation before people start buying it again. It's injured. But maybe it got injured, guys, and maybe it's rehabilitating, and maybe now it's healthy again, because look at what's happening. Remember how I teach you guys how to do the what would Joe do method? The what would Joe do method states that if a stock drops in price and you see all of this red, and then all of a sudden you break the trend break happened right here. The stock went down in price, and then it broke through this white line. The breaking of that white line means that you're going from a downtrend to an uptrend. How many green candles do I need to see before I can say that this is an established trend change? In the comment section, how many candles do I need to see that are green that's going to tell me that the trend probably changed? You need 3. Well, you got 3 right here. You got 3 right here. So Bitcoin, guys, could run and still, guys, it can still be bearish. Bitcoin can run all the way up to here. and then it can turn right back around and go just like this. It sure can. It sure could. So just because it's going up does not mean that you're out of the woods. In order for you to be out of the woods, guys, and in order for us to see another 3-year or 4-year run in Bitcoin, you need this blue line to start angling up. The only way it can angle up, guys, is the stop price gotta go up.
Oh, that's why.
If the stop price don't go up, the average price can't go up. The longer we stay at 70,000, the more likely this crypto is not going to turn around anytime soon. And then if you go into a crypto winter, for you guys that don't believe in crypto winters, let's go to ChatGPT. We're going to go to ChatGPT. And we're going to ask ChatGPT, how long is the average? How long is a crypto dang, I spelled crypto wrong. A crypto winter in crypto. Oh, I said a crypto winter in crypto. How long is a crypto winter on average? Let's see what. Because y'all don't be believing what I say. Y'all just be like, Joel, I don't know what you talking about. So forget it. We ain't going to listen to what Joel says anymore. We going to listen to what ChatGPT says. I don't want to listen to ChatGPT. Well, if you don't want to listen to ChatGPT or listen to Joel, then you on your own. Why are you here? You don't want to believe statistics. Then why are you here? So let's see what. Why is it not coming up? Do y'all see it now? Okay, there we go. This says right here, guys, and I don't want to be the bearer of bad news. The average crypto winter lasts about a year to 2 years. We already had 1 year. So for you guys that don't realize that Bitcoin was down. Bitcoin, Ethereum, Solana in the last year over year was down in value. So you already got 1 of the years gone. We already got 1 of the years gone. Crypto might not bounce back, guys, till next February. So, should you be investing in it now? Yeah, because I'm like, yo, if you got a full year out the way, let's see what happens in the next 6 to 10 months. But crypto usually doesn't stay down more than 2 years. But we already got a year done. The average lasts about 2 years. So when you go into a crypto winter, guys, everyone knows, dang, probably gonna be down for about 2 years. That's why I haven't really been tripping off of crypto in the last year. After about 6 or 7 months, we knew we were in a crypto winter. A lot of you guys were in denial, just thinking that crypto goes up forever. Never looked at a chart, didn't believe in it. Said because Trump's coming in, it's gonna go through the roof. Whatever. Crypto does its own thing. All right, administrations come in and there are periods where you can really capitalize on the movement of money. But if money's not being distributed in the administration right now, you're not going to see crypto jump. And it makes a lot of sense because the second year of a president's term historically has been the worst year for not only the stock market, for anything that the administration wants to invest in. Usually right after that second year, you got midterms, and a lot of the promises and a lot of the things that they put together, like the big, beautiful bill, those funds don't get distributed until the end of the year. At the end of the year, when those funds get distributed, where you think it's going to flow? It's going to flow right into the stock market, right into the crypto market. We're in line for everything. Like, they tell you what they're going to do. The problem is y'all don't want to go out there and look at statistics. You want everything to happen right now because you got the information. Information does not mean a stock or a crypto is going to go up that day or next month. We have the information. You still need the money to make the information true. If you ain't got the money, it ain't going up. I don't care how much you believe in it. And now we at a war. You think crypto's just gonna fly because of a war happening right now? No, I get it. The crypto people that argue with me in the comment sections all day, every day. I get it. They're probably buying missiles and sending missiles and on the black market using the crypto space to make that happen. But that's not trillions of dollars that's gonna make Bitcoin double or triple in value. That's a couple of $100 billion that's going back and forth. So you'll see some pops because some country just bought some military arms. Then you'll see it drop. Then you'll see it pop again. So I didn't say you couldn't trade it. I'm saying when we feel comfortable to load money into the crypto space again, we're not going to be out of the woods until the war is over and until the big beautiful bill starts putting out funds and we see what happened in the midterms. Guys, chill. You should be investing, not even expecting anything to pop right now. Start positioning yourselves in the market. There is going to be a time when the market explodes in value to the upside again. The market's rigged to go up. The market is rigged to go up. We've seen it happen over the last 100 years. Nothing can keep the market down. The pandemic can't keep the market down. The 2008, 2009 crisis can't keep the market down. The 2000.com can't keep the market down. Nothing can keep the market down. All right? So position yourselves, all right? Position yourselves. Position yourselves. Position. Quit hoping and praying and start looking at the market, all right? All right, so let's pull up another chart. Let's pull up another chart. So let's take down that one. For you guys that didn't know, you can pull up crypto on Thinkorswim. If you want to look up Ethereum, you can pull up Ethereum. Wait, I gotta go to my list again. Where is it? Hold on. Where is it? Oh, it's if you want to look up Ethereum, it's MET. So you can pull up MET, guys, and you can look at the charts also. So for you crypto traders that are out there, you can use my strategies by pulling up the crypto charts, and you can trade or see areas you should be buying Ethereum at, right? So look at what's happening with Ethereum. Another one, 200 days angled down. So it's gonna give you some issues. But look at what you have here. Now, if you don't know what the ticker symbol is, the ticker symbol is MET. We're talking futures today because at 8 o'clock I'm going live with you guys. See if we can make some money. All right. Same thing. If you were investing in this, take a shot at it. Everyone should have taken a shot at Ethereum right here in the 2000 area. If you were able to buy Ethereum, which was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14 days ago, Ethereum was $2,000 14 days ago. In 14 days, Ethereum went from 2,000 to 2,400. That is a nice little swing trade just by using the what would Joe do method. You would have made you a nice little $400. If you had 20,000 in it, you would have made about $4,000. If you had 100,000 in it, you would have made about 16 grand. whatever amount of funds that you're using, I don't want you guys to look at the numbers. I want you to think about your numbers. If $20 to $24 is not a lot to you, well, then you need to start being realistic or having realistic expectations on what you think the value of your money can grow to. The only way you're going to be able to do that, guys, is by pulling up charts. Ethereum came from $3,300. Now, if you were just using my charts, do y'all know? If you were just using my charts, you would have known, guys, I sold all of my crypto way back here. This is what I saw. And y'all were like, Joel, why did you sell all of your crypto? Because look at what happened. Ethereum dropped in price. I owned a full Ethereum early January. I sold it all way up here. Joel, how did you know to sell? Do you just have a third eye? No, I have eyes. And my eyes saw that this was red. And the chart says if you break a trend and you start seeing it go red and you get about 3 candles, you need to get out. And I saw that happening. And I said, all right, I'm going to sell it. So I sold my Ethereum. So then I looked up Solana and I said, I wonder if my Solana was doing the same thing. So I looked up my Solana, which is also, if you look it up here, it's MSL. So for you guys that don't know Solana, it's MSL. If you want to look it up on a chart, even though you own it in crypto. MSOL. What did I see in this chart? Well, Solana started selling off even before then. So when we broke this trend here, oh, my fault. This is it right here.
Oh.
This is Solana. Solana was going up in price. It broke its trend. And then you got 3 red candles. The best trending indicator on the planet. Y'all know what date that was? You could have been out of your crypto in January the 22nd. If you were a chartist. Joel, do you mean to tell me, sir, that all you did was look for red and green? I'm like, yeah. Joel, it can't be that easy. It is this easy. Y'all be making trading and investing hard. I don't. This stuff is dumb easy. Y'all make it hard. Because y'all make it complicated. You learn complicated strategies from complicated people. Start learning strategies for people that make things simple. Complicated people create complicated strategies that they only understand. I keep telling you guys, green was up. Look, guys. Look at how many times you would have. Look at this. Look at this chart. This is, I mean, you don't have to be that smart to see this is green. This is September, then it started to go red. Then you got one little green moment and then it went red again and it broke its trend. Anytime you break a trend, guys, and it's red, more than likely it's going lower. If it's going down, guys, if it's going down, and you break a trend to the upside and it starts to go green, more than likely the trend just changed. Y'all see how these are trends down, trends up, trends down. Well, now look at what's happening. You got a trend going up. This fooled a lot of people, but that was one little red candle. We need 3. We needed to break this trend and go red 3. That's why that was a fake out. See, even if you put a little line here, and we broke that trend, you need 3 of these reds. You didn't get it.
We're gonna kill his ass. Somebody gonna kill her.
If you're in Solano right now, hold it. We have not broken this trend back to the downside yet. If we break this trend and you get 3 reds, it's more than likely going to fall.
Set up.
I keep telling you guys my winning percentage. My winning percentage is because I know green versus red. I use one little trend line, green and red. And I promise you, I will outtrade any of you trading masters that are out there. Because y'all stuff is so complicated, y'all don't even know what y'all do. And I make fun of y'all because you actually don't know what y'all are doing. Everything is in your head. So it makes sense to you, but then when somebody asks you, what are you doing? It takes you 5 hours to explain it. Then it's got to be a certain situation on a certain day at a certain time on a certain stock. I'm using the same strategy no matter what you're looking at. I don't care if we're looking at crypto, options, futures,
get out the way!
I said crypto already. Futures, forex, treasury bonds. It don't matter. If it's a chart and it can go up or down, you can put a color on that bad boy. What was the third one? 10 minutes, I'm going live, guys. 10 minutes, I'm going live. Ethereum, Ripple. The third one. 10 minutes, I'm going live, guys. 10 minutes, I'm going live. Ethereum, Ripple. Ripple. Why did Joel sell all his Ripple? Ripple be having the worst charts always. Ripple made me my first crypto investment ever was in Ripple. Oh God, he's about to tell the story. I sure am. I took $500. December 2018 was my very first time buying crypto. On January 1st or 2nd, December 2018, I put $500 into Ripple. It was worth about 22 cents. That bad boy ran to about $3.30, I think. My $500 was worth $7 grand in 30 days. That was my introduction into crypto. I took that $7,000, I used $5,000 of it, and I bought a full Bitcoin. The other $2,000, I put it into other cryptocurrencies. That $5,000 Bitcoin to this day is worth whatever the heck Bitcoin is worth. So my $500 into crypto, guys, is worth almost $100,000. Now, what is Ripple doing? But I can't seem to make those types of gains in Ripple again. All right, Ripple went down in price. If you were interested in buying Ripple, Ripple did break this trend. If you get about 3 greens in a row, you could take a shot. But boy, this bad boy got greens, reds, greens, reds, reds, greens. I don't know why people don't like Ripple. All the Asian banks are using Ripple for international banking. It is going green right here. It is consolidating, guys. So it did break this trend and it's consolidating. If you want to take a shot at Ripple, guys, this is the time to do it at $1.46. You see it with your own eyes. We broke a trend. We're going sideways. The TTM squeeze is blue. Buy it. Solano, Ethereum, Bitcoin, Ripple, they are all breaking trends and starting to go green. Now, I still think we're in a crypto winter. So, if you are buying Ripple right here, at least you buying it 50 to 60% off its highs. I'm not gonna get mad at you if it was $3.60 and now you're buying it for $1.46. Here's what's crazy. This is what's crazy, guys. In 2018, my 22 cents went to $3. Why is it 2026 and we still ain't at $3.60? That means that crypto, when my 500 went to 7,000, that was one of the best things I could have ever done. Sold my Ripple back in 2018. And y'all still trying to make money in this thing. Ripple just can't get it going. You're like, dang, you ain't even the same price you were 8 years ago. Well, that's not 8 years. 18. Yeah, 8 years ago. Because y'all won't look at a chart. That's why I don't ever talk about Ripple. I'll buy it down here. I'll buy it down here. I'll buy it when it go to 22 cents again. But for some odd reason, no matter how much you want to believe in it, Wall Street and the world just don't want to buy it. They're buying Solana and Ethereum and Bitcoin though, but Ripple's like the redheaded stepchild. I don't know what's up with it. It just, the charts are telling you. The charts are saying no matter how much you believe in it, look at this chart. What do you guys see? With your own eyes. I don't even like, well, this doesn't go back to 2018. This only goes back to, this is only a year. I would have to pull up the chart on Yahoo Finance. You're at the same price that this was in 2019. There's other cryptos you can buy, guys. You don't have to prove your point because you've been wrong for 8 years. Just say, I was wrong and move on. But staying wrong is just ludicrous to me. But some of you guys are just like that. You're like, I'm not giving in. I believe in it. And I hate to see you guys sit in things just because you don't want to be wrong. I just want to prove Joel wrong. It's a terrible chart. Terrible, terrible. All right, the other charts are starting to break up in price. Ripple is not. All right, something's going on with it. It needs a catalyst. And that catalyst needs to stick so that Wall Street will buy it. All right. So what I'm going to do right now is I'm going to switch over to live trading. All right. So I'm going to trade futures live from 8 to 8:30 every day. So let me give a shout out to the top 10 that are here. Thank you guys for the support. G7, the one and only, Johnny Legend, C Spooner, Mrs. Crystal, Tilly 1900, Millionaire Challenges, me, Dr. Harrison, Arwin, K. Yorkie, TJ, Lisa Sutton, and coming in at number 11 is Kale. I'm gonna put on a song, guys. When that song is over, we're gonna switch over to live trading.
Tilly 1900.
Real money, so that you guys can see how it looks in real time. All right, so if you guys can help me with my live goal while this music is on, this is an engagement session. So for 5 minutes, I want you guys to engage with each other in the comment section. If you see any live hosts or if you see any other traders or investors you want to connect with, this is the time to do it. Thank you, G7, the one and only, for that. We were playing Kanye earlier, so let's keep it Kanye. Oh.
So if you comment, do we need to exit out?